Hi everyone, it's Marcy here from Stampin' with Marcy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Southwestern Ontario, Canada, and I'd like to thank you for pressing play on today's video. Today I'm going to be creating a very adorable card using the awesome Lighting the Way bundle. This can be found in the mini catalog from Stampin' Up!, the Spring Mini, and it is also my March class to go. The deadline for my class to go to sign up is on March the 9th. So that is coming up very quickly this coming Thursday. So let's get started on our card. Just move this stuff out of the way. All right, so this is the card we are going to be creating. I'm using the layering diorama dies as well as the Stylish Shapes dies. Okay, so let's just put that there. Now, I have already gone ahead and done some of the prep work to keep my video at a reasonable length. So I have already used the diorama dies. I did this first. I die cut out that shape, and then I embossed it with one of the brand new online essentials. Yes, online essentials. This is brand new, so I do apologize. The Basics 3D embossing folders. So this one here, and I am using the debossed side. That's the embossed. This is the debossed. So I want to make sure that you are aware of that because I am stamping after the fact for my light in my lantern. And then the light that the little firefly here is giving off. So I'm going to set that aside. My paper is the Enjoy the Journey DSP. This is also in the Spring Mini catalog. I've embossed my Follow Your Dreams. So let's get started with our stamping. So I've got 3 of the leaves here, and they are stamped in Granny Apple Green. All right, so so there is one there. And we'll be die cutting these out. Then one there. And I'm giving myself space. This is just scrap paper. I'm giving myself space to be able to die cut at the same time. Okay, and then let's close up Granny Apple Green for the moment because we need to stamp a couple of our little fireflies, the little tiny ones, and I am stamping them in a starry sky. I'm having them match the sky, the starry night sky. So all right, I believe that is all the die cutting stamping we're going to be doing. Now, because their little bums that light up are so tiny, I don't want to use a blend because it might expand too much. So what I'm going to do is I've got my Stampin' Right marker, and I am just going to carefully color in his bum, that light up part, so that it's got some color. Now let's see here. I do apologize, when I am filming here, that light is just streaming, the sunlight is streaming through my window and causing all kinds of shadows. All right, so let's move this stuff out of the way so that I can bring in my die cutting machine. And I'm using my boho blue. This was a joining special. You cannot get it now. All right, so actually let's line this up first. And I've got some purple tape. Move that right off of there so it's not slip sliding all over the place. And I'm going to pull that down to me for just 1 second so that I can get it visually here lined up. All right. I hope that is okay. And now the next one. Now, I don't know if you've noticed that I just took and I just gently curved it back. Sometimes when it goes through the embossing machine, die cutting machine, it curls up and it won't go flat on your cardstock like it is supposed to. So if you very, very gently just press so that it's going in the opposite direction, so it's going to lay flat for you, you're going to have much more success. All right, so now let's put that on there, create our sandwich, and bring this through. So all of the measurements and details for today's card can be found on my blog. The description in the address is in the description box below. So there's the one, there's the other. Move those aside. Carefully peel off my purple tape because we're going to need it for these little dudes, as well as the other leaf. So let's just line those up as best we can. And then I'm actually going to rip this in half. We've got 2 of the dies for this little guy. So there's only the 1 stamp, but you've got 2 actual dies to cut him out. And this one here. All right, I hope I've got that good enough. Bring this back in. And give her a crank. Whoa. Send that shooting. And there's our next leaf. 1 firefly and 2 fireflies. So there we have all our die cutting done. Okay, so let's start to assemble our card here. We're going to, oh, we have to stamp. We're not done. I got ahead of myself there. We are going to line up our elements for the stamping of that flame glow. So I'm going to put my lantern right at the bottom, and I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to put a little pencil mark right there. So I can see that that is exactly where I need that flame ball, glow, whatever you want to call it. That's going to go there. So I'm going to center it. There we go. And then look at that. And then give that a moment to dry. Set that aside. And we want our, I don't have him assembled yet, but we want this dude. We want him. So he's going to be glued together, and he's going to be like that. Maybe over here. So I am going to take, and that glow is going to be coming off of, there we go. Now, before we're done, we're going to take our, I've got a mini blending brush. These are new in the mini catalog as well. And I'm going to extend that glow. I'm also going to take one of my little fireflies, and I'm going to kind of brush his bum area. And then I'm going to take my lantern, and that's going to be about there. So I know right about here, give that a little bit of a glow, so that he's going to sit right like that with his glowing bum. Come on, pick up. But we want just a bit more yellow there. We're going to do the same thing with this guy, but we're going to wait to put the glowing onto that piece. Close that up for the moment. And move this to the side. And we are going to bring this stuff in. So I've got my piece of paper cut, and that is going to go right in behind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue, and I am going to go around like that. And just place that down. And I know that that's going to be in perfect position because I've cut my DSP larger than the opening. Okay, so next I'm going to attach this to my base piece here. Okay. And I use liquid glue because I like to make sure that I've got time to adjust if I've gone wonky. All right, so now I've given that enough time. I can come in with an eraser and just rub that out. Wipe off all that. Now this, you don't need to put glue everywhere. And you just have to be aware that this top here is not going to be, there's a bit of a gap, so you don't want it, you don't want to be putting glue all the way up. I'm going to do just a teeny tiny dot right there in the center. Come on, glue, just a teeny tiny dot come out. There we go. And then the base of the arms. And up here. Because that is going to be enough adhesive to have it adhered on there properly. It's not going anywhere. It is not going to fall off. All right. And now we can take our cute little firefly and put him over top of that glowing, because he's leaving a trail. Let's take a moment and build our big dude. So because he's got lines here, you want to be careful that you don't, I'm not going to apply the glue to this Daffodil Delight piece. I'm going to apply it to my Starry Sky piece. Oh, I wanted to put these on first. So let's take and I'm putting a dot of glue on both sides. And I know that that's going to go up here. And then this is going to go right. Whoop, don't. There we go. So if you flip it over, you can see that everything is covered up. And we're going to just leave that aside to dry for the moment. Now, we need to figure out how our leaves are going. So I want that one up a little higher. Then this one's going to come like so. And then this one here is going to be like so, because this is going to then go over top like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out my press and seal, and I've got a few pieces here that I use over and over again. So because I've got them exactly how I want them situated, so maybe just there, move just ever so slightly. So I'm going to take and pick that up, press that carefully. Peel it off. Come on, stick to it. There we go. All right, so now I can see where am I going to put my glue. So I'm going to lift up this piece and put a bit of glue there. And I'm going to lift up this piece and put a titch of glue right there. And then this piece here, and put a titch of glue. You can see I'm just putting a little bit of glue in there. Press that down. Now I can take a bit of glue, and I'm just putting it at the base because I'm not 100% sure yet where it's going to fall on the card. I don't want any glue in this area. So I am going to, all right, so you're going to be there. So, okay. I want to make sure that I am going down far enough and I can see through that I am at the edge of the cardstock there. And just hold down and slowly peel back. And they are all attached at the bottom here. And I can use that piece again. Now, this little dude, he is coming from inside of the leaves like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just scooch him out of the way. I'm going to peel these up ever so slightly, and this area right down in here. You can see right in here, there's that glow coming out of the leaves. So I'm just going to add a titch of glue to the side there to stick that down. Then I'm going to put a little bit of glue on him or her and tuck you down in, turn you sideways. So it's coming out from in the leaves. I've had a moment for this to dry, so I'm going to take my bone folder. And I don't want them flat on there, so I am gently giving those leaves a bit of a curl up, as well as the antenna, so that we are no longer flat down. So I'm putting the glue on the solid part of the body, and over top of that glow, bring in my card base. This is such a fun set. Make sure that it is not this leaf. Okay, he needs to, this leaf, this, oh, come on, come on. I've put him too high, so I need to pull him up and move him slightly more sideways. You just have to make sure that you are not too high, that he's going to be coming off of the card. You don't want that leaf, Why do I keep calling it a leaf? Oh my goodness, I must not be caffeinated enough today. You don't want his wing to come off that card. All right. Here we have that. Now we're going to be putting dimensionals on here, but what we're going to do is we are going to put them, because I know it's going to be like that. I don't want to put any dimensionals where my leaves are, so I am putting them directly on the card, because I know then that it is going to be the perfect placement. Now our next thing, add some iridescent pearls. I love these things, so I'm just going through and putting them here and there. So I've got 1, 2, let's put one up here, 3. All right. Pearls. Take your pick tool. So I've got one of the bigger ones. And it is going to go right here. And then, come on, pick up. Oh my gosh, I'm having problems today. I wanted this to be a quick video, and it is not. I do apologize. So if you have not subscribed yet, please click that subscribe button below, as well as the notification bell, so you don't miss any future videos from me. Please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Be nice, please. And we just need to do the inside. So all I did for my inside was I added a couple of the leaves. So we're going to go just like that, just to add that little bit of interest on the inside of our card. Lots of room for you to write your greeting, your wishes to the recipient. There we go. Oh, such a fabulous set. Okay, so like I said, this bundle is my March class to go. Deadline is on March the 9th. My class to go is 6 cards, 2 each of the 3 different designs, a video instruction, as well as a PDF with all of the measurements and the colors that I use. When you choose the bundle, you get a free Wink of Stella from me. It's either just the bundle or just the stamp set, or with the dies, the bundle. I really suggest you get the bundle, because the dies, some of them do not actually, there's no stamp for it, like this amazing lantern. So the price is $40 for just the stamp set, and $85 for the bundle. That includes the free Wink of Stella, and it is $20 shipping anywhere in Canada. So thank you so much for joining me today. This is my email. If you have any questions at all, please shop my online store and use this month's host code. If your order is under $200, if it's $200 or more, don't use the code, as you will get your own rewards. All right, have a great day, you guys. Thanks again.